Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Alright, let's dive deep into CORS errors and 400 bad request errors specifically within the context of React's Fetch API. We'll focus on how these issues can surface together, what causes them, and, most importantly, how to troubleshoot and fix them. Understanding CORS, Cross-Origin Resource Sharing. What is CORS? CORS is a browser security mechanism that restricts web pages from making requests to a different domain than the one which served the web page. It's a crucial part of web security to prevent malicious websites from accessing data from other websites without explicit permission. The same origin policy. CORS is built upon the foundation of the same origin policy. This policy dictates that a web page can only make requests to resources, like API endpoints, images, etc., that share the same origin. Origin is defined by three key components. 1. Protocol *, example HTTP or HTTPS. 2. Domain *, example example.com. 3. Port *, example 80, 443, 3000. If any of these three components differ between the web page's origin and the target resource's origin, the request is considered cross-origin. Why does CORS exist? Imagine a scenario where you are logged into your bank account, example mybank.com. Without CORS, a malicious website, evil.com, could potentially execute JavaScript code within your browser that makes requests to mybank.com on your behalf, potentially transferring money or accessing sensitive data. CORS acts as a gatekeeper to prevent such attacks. How CORS works. When a browser makes a cross-origin request, it includes the origin header in the request. This header contains the origin of the web page that initiated the request. The server, upon receiving the request, checks the origin header. If the server allows requests from the specified origin, it includes specific CORS headers in its response. The browser then checks these CORS headers to determine if the request is permitted. If not, the browser blocks the response from being delivered to the JavaScript code, resulting in a CORS error. Common CORS error messages. You'll typically see one of these error messages in your browser's console. No access control allow origin header is present on the requested resource. CORS policy, no access control allow origin header is present on the requested resource. Origin http://localhost 3000 is therefore not allowed access. CORS request did not succeed. This one is a bit more generic but often points to CORS as the underlying issue. 2. The 400 bad request error. What is a 400 bad request? A 400 bad request is an HTTP status code that indicates that the server cannot understand or process the request sent by the client, in this case, your React application. The server is essentially saying, something is wrong with the request you sent, and I can't handle it. Common causes of a 400 bad request. Invalid request syntax. This is the most common reason. It means that the request you're sending is malformed or doesn't follow the expected format. This could be due to incorrectly formatted JSON data in the request body. Missing or invalid parameters in the URL. Invalid HTTP headers. Incorrect data types for expected parameters. Request size too large. The server might have a limit on the size of the request it can handle. If your request is too large, it might return a 400 error. Invalid cookies. Sometimes, corrupted or invalid cookies can cause a 400 error. Asterisk server-side validation asterisk the server might be performing validation on the data you're sending, and if the data fails validation, example required fields are missing, invalid email format, it will return a 400 error. Asterisk client-side issue asterisk occasionally, a browser extension or a network issue can corrupt the request before it's sent to the server. Asterisk CORS misconfiguration asterisk this is where CORS and 400 errors can intertwine, which is our focus here. A CORS misconfiguration on the server can sometimes trigger a 400 error, especially in pre-flight requests. 3. How CORS and 400 bad request errors can interact. The 400 error can indirectly be caused by CORS in certain situations. This happens primarily when you're dealing with pre-flight requests. Asterisk pre-flight requests, options requests. When you make a cross-origin request that is considered complex, example using a HTTP method other than GET, head, or post with content type of application /x www former encoded, multipart /form data, or text /plain, or setting custom headers, the browser first sends a pre-flight request using the options HTTP method. The purpose of the pre-flight request is to ask the server whether it allows the actual cross-origin request to proceed. The server responds with CORS headers that indicate which origins, methods, and headers are allowed. If the server doesn't handle the options request correctly, example it doesn't respond with the necessary access control ** headers, the browser will block the actual request and you might see a CORS-related error in the console. The underlying issue, however, might be a server-side problem where it doesn't know how to handle the options request, leading to a 400 or other error. Asterisk scenario asterisk. 1. Your React app, running on http://localhost 3000, makes a POST request to an API endpoint on https://api.example.com with the content type header set to application/JSON. 2. Because this is a complex request, the browser first sends an options request to https://api.example.com. 3. If the server on https://api.example.com doesn't respond correctly to the options request, example it doesn't implement a handler for options requests or it returns a 400 because it doesn't know how to deal with it, the browser will block the actual POST request. You will see a CORS error in the console indicating that the access control allow origin header is missing or invalid. However, the underlying problem is the server's inability to handle the options request, potentially due to missing headers or method not implemented. 4. Troubleshooting and fixing CORS errors, with potential 400 considerations. Here's a systematic approach to troubleshooting and resolving CORS errors, keeping in mind the potential for underlying 400 issues. 1. Inspect the browser console asterisk. The browser console is your primary source of information. Carefully read the error message. It will tell you asterisk which URL is being blocked, asterisk the origin that is being blocked from accessing the resource, asterisk the missing or invalid CORS header, s. 2. Check the network tab asterisk. Open your browser's developer tools and go to the network tab. Asterisk examine the options request asterisk if you see an options request before your actual post, put, or delete request, this confirms that a pre-flight request is being made. Click on the options request and inspect its headers. Asterisk request headers asterisk look for the origin header to confirm the origin that the browser is sending. Asterisk response headers asterisk check for the following CORS related headers. Asterisk access control allow origin, this header specifies which origins are allowed to access the resource. It can be a single origin, example http://localhost 3000, a wildcard, asterisk, allowing any origin, but be careful with this in production due to security concerns, or a list of origins. Asterisk access control allow methods, this header specifies which HTTP methods are allowed, example get, post, put, delete, options. Asterisk access control allow headers, this header specifies which custom headers are allowed in the actual request. Asterisk access control allow credentials, if your API requires credentials, cookies, authorization headers, this header must be set to true. Asterisk access control max age, this header specifies how long the browser can cache the pre-flight response, in seconds. Asterisk status code asterisk what's the status code of the options request? A 200 OK or 204 no content is usually good. A 400 bad request, 403 forbidden, or 500 internal server error indicates a problem on the server side. Asterisk response body, for options sometimes, the response body will contain more information about the error. Asterisk examine the actual request, example post if the options request succeeds, look at the actual request that follows, example the post request. Inspect. Asterisk request headers asterisk make sure you are sending the correct content type header, example application/JSON. Asterisk request payload asterisk verify that the data you are sending in the request body is correctly formatted. If you're sending JSON, make sure it's valid JSON. Asterisk response headers asterisk even if the options request passed, double check that the response to the actual request also includes the access control allow origin header and any other necessary CORS headers. Asterisk response body asterisk look for error messages from the server. A 400 usually includes more information about why it thinks your request is incorrect. 3 solutions asterisk. Asterisk server-side configuration, most common solution. Asterisk enable CORS on the server asterisk this is usually the correct solution. You need to configure your server to send the appropriate CORS headers in its responses. The exact method for enabling CORS depends on the server-side technology you're using, example Node.js with Express, Python with Flask or Django, Java with Spring, etc. Asterisk handling options requests asterisk make sure your server properly handles options requests. This often involves creating a root handler specifically for options requests that sets the necessary CORS headers. Asterisk example, Node.js with Express using the CORS middleware. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk CORS, this middleware automatically sets the access control allow origin header to asterisk, allowing all origins, and handles options requests. Asterisk important asterisk in a production environment, you should never use CORS, without specifying the allowed origins. Instead, configure it like this, CORS, origin, http://localhost 3000, https://yourproductiondomain.com. Asterisk example, Python with Flask. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk CORS, app, this enables CORS for the entire Flask application. You can also configure it to only allow specific origins, CORS, app, origins equals http://localhost 3000, https://yourproductiondomain.com. Asterisk client-side solutions, less common, usually workarounds. Asterisk JSON, not recommended. JSON is an older technique for bypassing CORS restrictions, but it has significant security limitations and is generally not recommended. Use CORS instead. Asterisk proxy server asterisk you can set up a proxy server, example using Node.js or Nginx, that sits between your React app and the API. The proxy server makes the request to the API on behalf of your app, so the browser sees the request as coming from the same origin. This is useful if you can't control the server-side configuration. *CORS anywhere *, a publicly available proxy server that adds CORS headers to any request. Use only for development and testing. Never use this in production because it's a security risk. *Disable web security. For development only in Chrome, you can launch the browser with the -disable web security flag. This will disable CORS checks, but it's extremely dangerous and should never be used in production. It makes your browser vulnerable to cross-site scripting, XSS, attacks. Explanation *disable web security, disables the same origin policy and CORS checks. *userdata dir equals /chromedev, creates a separate profile directory to avoid affecting your regular Chrome settings. *address 400 bad requests specifically *if the options request or your actual request is returning a 400 error, you need to debug the request itself. *validate request data *double check that the data you're sending in the request body is in the correct format and meets the server's expectations. Inspect request headers make sure you're sending the correct content type header, example application/JSON if you're sending JSON data. Check URL parameters if you're sending data in the URL, example /API/items, ID equals 123, make sure the parameters are correctly formatted and have the expected values. Server-side logging add logging on the server to inspect the incoming request and identify any issues with the data or headers. 5 Example React code, with error handling. Key points explicit error handling the code includes try, catch blocks to handle errors during the fetch request and JSON parsing. Response.ok check the response.ok property checks if the HTTP status code is in the 200 to 299 range. If it's not, we throw an error. Logging we log the error message and stack trace to the console for debugging. Clear error messages the component displays a user-friendly error message if an error occurs. Set content type setting the correct content type header is crucial for post, put, and delete requests. Dependency array the empty dependency array in use effect ensures that the fetched data function is only called once when the component mounts. If you need to refetch data based on changes to certain variables, add those variables to the dependency array. 6 Debugging tips use a network sniffer tools like Wireshark or Fiddler can capture and inspect the raw HTTP traffic between your browser and the server. This can be helpful for diagnosing subtle issues with headers and data. Simplify the request start with a simple GET request to a basic API endpoint. Once you have that working, gradually add complexity, example headers, data, to isolate the source of the problem. Test with Postman or curl use tools like Postman or curl to make the same API request outside of your React app. This helps determine if the problem is with your React code or with the server-side configuration. Talk to the API provider if you're using a third-party API, contact the API provider's support team. They might be able to provide specific guidance on how to configure CORS or troubleshoot other issues. By following these steps, you should be able to effectively troubleshoot and resolve CORS errors and 400 bad request errors in your React applications. Remember to carefully examine the error messages, inspect the network traffic, and systematically eliminate potential causes. Good luck.